I ignored my destiny once. I cannot do that again. Even for you. I'm the only one who knows that. At least I'm the only one with the will to act on it.
The Mad Titan Podcast with your host, Jay Washington.
What's that, everybody? I'm back after a week delay because I've been busy. It's episode 93 of the Mad Titan Podcast with me, your resident supervillain, Mr. Jay Washington. Thank you, everybody, man. Everybody who's asking everything. People like, yo, I see you out here. You getting us the episodes and you busy. Yes, nigga, I'm tired and I'm sore right now. I am literally recording this with ice on my left thumb because the shit hurts. And my body is just tired because I've been asleep for all of 3.5 hours. But it is what it is. It's the life you choose to live. Again, thank you, everybody who just checks in and all that good shit. All right, I'm going to get right into it. This week, man, I had to have my brother on here. Like, I say a lot of people like my brother, but I met this dude. Y'all probably much know the history of us. Thanks to one guy who was like, yo, I know a black nerd. You're a black nerd. Y'all should meet. That's literally how we got connected with one another. And since then, man, not only has become a good stand-up person to talk about, a good nerd to talk about, a great friend and a brother, man, and I always love him. And the fact he's on the East Coast now, I'm like, man, we're worlds apart. But, you know, from the Geek Show podcast, the Big Little Kid podcast, man, he's doing stand-up everywhere. This man's a comedic beast. The homie Jay Whittaker. What up, bro?
What up, man? Good morning. I feel bad because I'm on the East Coast. You're on the Pacific, and I'm way more tired than you. I think I'm way more tired than you.
I doubt it. Again, you weren't involved in 2 professional wrestling matches yesterday, sir.
Yeah, I was. Shut up.
Okay, well, I can't tell you how to live your life.
I'm the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be.
I'm gonna need you just to switch the first 2 you said in a different order than you to have perfect.
See, that's how I don't get sued. All right.
Oh,
see.
Pardon me, man.
You got to lawyer up. You know.
Hey, look, in this day and age, everybody lawyering up, man. We were talking before we started recording about just different things going on with stand-up and whatnot real quick. And for those who haven't heard, unless you've been under a rock, T.I.'s doing stand-up now, right?
Expeditiously.
I think everybody know that's going to be the name. If T.I. records a stand-up comedy album, everybody knows if that ain't the name, he has failed everyone, nigga.
Yeah.
If the name is a T.I. Expeditiously. Like, it's got to be said just like expeditiously.
Expeditiously. Yeah, like so a lot of 5-syllable words in his stand-up. And he gets to a 5-syllable word, he's got to say it slow.
So I was filming for this documentary.
Documentary.
But I bring that up because last night I was at the Laugh Factory and Vernon Davis, all-pro Super Bowl winning tight end.
That's right.
Jamal Anderson, the Dirty Bird himself.
Yeah.
You know, you get my boy Jerry Campbell. He played for the league for a minute. His brother Calais Campbell is an all-pro defensive tackle. Man, it's just, you know, people get upset and stand up when celebrities jump in the game. But I've been telling everybody consistently, these people ain't the first and they ain't gonna be the last.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's gonna be around for a minute, man. Like, the thing is the stage is at comedy clubs. People come to see live podcasts. They come to see live podcasters. They come to see comedians. I mean, if somebody's got famous for something that they did, and they kind of have jokes, they kind of have stories, whatever, and they keeping the place in business. So I don't know. People can get mad about it. People feel no ways. It's all stand up. It's all stories. It's all,
bro. It's business, relax. Bro. It's business. It's business, dog. If I run a comedy club, I don't give a shit. If I got a comedy, if I run a comedy show, if I got a regular show of my own, right? And somebody tell me in the back, hey, T.I. want to slide through here real quick. Tell T.I. to hurry up and get his ass on the stage.
Yeah, if it gets the crowd in there, and you know, like I understand it from a business point, and I can understand from a performer's point where you're like, damn, I've been busting my ass with this craft. Yeah. And blah, blah. Like, but at the same time, you can't feel no ways about it because there has to be a vacuum for everybody. You know what I mean? Like you want to get a different type of audience in there. Like there might be people that never been to that comedy club, but they do want to see T.I. You know what I mean? And so, and then you come on the show, like let's say you a guest, and then you just like blow it out the water. Next thing you know, you got a little bit more. You get to appeal to a different audience. I don't know. That's just me personally. A lot of people feel like you might be taking spots away from people, and then.
But that's the thing too, man. We'll get into what we're here for in a second. But you're not taking spots. He's not, because again, this is the world of stand-up comedy. There's spots for every fucking body on the stage. Exactly. If they're funny. And again, it's like, yeah, people are like, well, what if he ain't funny right now? Look, pitchers don't care if he's funny or not. And I say pitchers because when whatever club or whoever ran the show put a pitch up like, yo, T.I. dropped in, you know what that's going to do? It's going to make people be like, yo, I need to come to the next show because I never know who going to show up.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the whole appeal. It's like you never, oh shit, Tip came through last night. You know? It's all about getting butts in seats. It's all about making people laugh and letting people try this craft that we love. I don't know.
I mean, it is what it is. But here's what we're here for, though. For those who are new to the podcast, what I do, I get you caught up on all the things happening in the Marvel and DC live action cinematic universes. It is barbershop talk for nerds. So we're probably going to say some things that you might be in your feelings about. But please believe when we say it and you might in your feelings about it, there's going to be points behind it. So you can be like, damn, these niggas might have a point. I'm still mad, but they got a point. And that's what I want to do. All right. So I always kick it off with my Marvel news of the day. And it's, you know, we're getting to the point we're about to start ramping up Marvel. We're about to start ramping up our summer blockbuster season. Yes, I said we're about to ramp it up in February because next month in March, the Batman drops, and that's the official kickoff of it. Yeah. That's official. But on the Marvel end, 50 Shades of Grey star Dakota Johnson is about to become Madam Webb in Sony Pictures' Madam Web movie for their Spider-Verse movie. Now, from what they said, they're going to be reinventing Cassandra Webb, and Dakota Johnson is going to play it. Now, the script is being written by the team that's writing Morbius, starring Jared Leto. Of course, there's no release date. What it does, though, it makes her the first woman headliner for a superhero film in the Sony brand of the MCU. Now, Morbius is, you know, the Jared Leto Morbius, people like, wait, I don't know what's going on, especially post Spider-Man No Way Home. You don't know what world it exists. You think it exists in Venom. This, you know, I believe Madam Web is Madam Web is the key for them doing Secret Wars, for me personally. You know, I think that's the key to do Secret Wars. You need Madam Web. This way you can combine, because you kind of did it with No Way Home, but you can fully combine all the universes together on Marvel with this. Yes, we got Multiverse of Madness coming. I'll talk about that in a second. Another thing, but I mean, the girl who liked getting beat by the rich dude and fell in love with the rich white dude, and she's gonna be a superhero. Thoughts? I don't know no other way to say it. Like,
I mean, at this point, full disclosure, never saw those 50 Shades movies because it's just like I'm with the shit.
Mommy born. It's mommy born.
Yeah, like I'm with the shit, but it's just, to me, that just sounded like nothing that I was real like. Let's see. I'm with the shit. You know me. I'm with the shit.
Yeah, you're with the shit.
Okay, so but it's like I'm with the kinky shit, but I'm not trying to watch a Cinemax, like a high grade Cinemax movie. You know,
in a trilogy. In a trilogy.
But I mean, get your bag, sis. Like, do it. I don't really, you know, I feel no ways. Show me what you got. You know, she could probably, you know, I'd like to see her tie somebody up with some web or some shit. Maybe that'd be cool. That'd be fun.
That probably ain't the same. That ain't the same thing you thinking about. That's not a superhero type though. That's like a different type. You thinking on some Basic Instinct, tie a nigga to the headboard and fuck him without the ice pick though.
I mean, so hey, just that could be cool. You know, just to mix it up. Maybe get a little Venom action.
I shouldn't even ask this nigga this question. I really regret this question.
Yeah, what? I'm just aroused. What's going on?
I regret the road this went down.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? My thing, I've gotten to this point now, and I think all comic book fans, for lack of better words, should have hit this point. When you hear an actor, male or female, have been cast in a role, shut the fuck up and wait to see what they do. And I mean that with all the best intentions, because we consistently kind of find ourselves going, they don't look like this. I don't picture them as that. And it's like, of course not. But it's not on us as the buying public, as the general fans, to picture it until it's presented to us.
Exactly.
Right?
No,
That's what casting directors and producers are for. They see something in this person, in their auditions or in their envisioning of the character, that they're like, this is the person that can give me what I want.
Right. Well, see, the thing is I think that the people that always complain, the first thing they're always checking for is the physique of the individual that has been cast, and I think that's just bullshit. Not everybody's going to look like they have a trainer, a meal plan, all this other stuff, and like they're not, because they don't look like a superhero. No, it's about the people. One, there's different body shapes, there's different temperaments. It's about the individual. So clearly they saw something in Dakota Johnson that maybe could just give Madam Webb some depth and layer this character out. Some people may not be familiar with it, and plus, he's a good name. It'll bid some folks in. Let's just see what happens.
Let me tell you something. There's always going to be somebody here. Dakota Johnson is Madam Webb. There's going to be some mommy that's like, wait, the girl that let Christian Grey beat her ass kinkily. She doing a suit. Oh my God, maybe kinkily. They might be putting this in the movie.
You gotta say it like T.I.
Kinkily. This episode of the Meditating Podcast will be brought to you sacrimoniously by Clifford T.I. Tip Harris. Anyway,
what happened, big partner? Bang!
So speaking of Spider-Man, though, Spider-Man No Way Home. Now everybody was like, "Yo, this movie better be nominated for Oscars and blah 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 blah." Spider-Man No Way Home wasn't nominated for shit.
Right.
And look, it would go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you know what it should be nominated. This is the only thing it should be nominated for. Lawyers of the Year. Like that movie, yes.
Man.
That's like, people can say what they want about lawyers and attorneys, but that movie would not be possible without some damn litigation. Like,
ooh, hellified litigation, bro.
I mean, just like, that there was like 6 lawyers just in the conference room, like, yeah, we did that. You see that? You see it?
But bro, you see them? That's some negotiation skills, my nigga. Negotiation skills, bro. We was able to get all the money for all our peoples ceremoniously. We made sure that everybody's bank account looked lucrative when it was all said and done. Like,
it was a lucrative opportunity for everybody involved, from Sony to Marvel, to get a nice return on their investment.
Willem Dafoe said, "Oh no," to other shit.
Sorry to anybody listening to this shit.
Yes, I am too. I apologize. Hey, like, these niggas gonna do this all show probably. But no, like, it wasn't nominated. Like, okay, so Best Picture for the Oscars, for those who don't know, has 10 slots. It didn't get it. Now, of course,
what's the block 10?
It's like, people were mad that Don't Look Up made it and that, Spider-Man No Way Home didn't, because it was confusing for a lot of people. Jimmy Kimmel was like, yo, if you go by critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, Don't Look Up has 46% from critics, and No Way Home has 90%, and Don't Look Up is nominated. But also, it did earn 1 nomination. It's nominated for visual effects, which, okay, that was something that's got to give. But I don't know. I think we've got to get to this point now. We have to start accepting, well, not we, Academy voters have to start accepting superhero films when it comes to Best Picture. And I say this, I know people are like, well, Black Panther was blah, 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 blah. And I feel like the problem with Black Panther is, yes, it was worthy, but the shit lost to Green Book.
Yeah.
It lost to Green Book. But I think it's like, all right, we just have to do this in this case. When in all actuality, these movies, again, a superhero is its now own genre of film.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit how nobody feels. They're like, oh man, people gonna get tired of it. No, they're not. We're 50 years into superhero movies and people haven't got tired. I need people to realize this. We are 50 years in. Superman 1 is we almost 50. Superman 1 is in 1978. Okay. Yeah. We are almost 50 years in superhero movies. People aren't tired of them for shit. Box office numbers show that, right?
Facts.
The Academy Best Picture does not always have to be this drama or noir period piece. The best movie is the best movie that was received that year.
Right. But I think people are, real quick, I think people are affected by numbers and what's trending, you know, and the pressure of this movie that you can't ignore because it's everywhere, even if you don't mess with it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't fully agree with it, but it's like I understand because there's great movies that don't get enough backing behind it because they may not have small, you know, the budget. I don't know, but like everyone wants to just be with superhero movies, and why? I don't.
Look, I'm tired of superhero movies dropping. They make a bunch of fucking money, and here comes some established director. Well, my movie didn't make no money because superhero movies making all the money. It's people gonna pay for what they want to see.
Yeah, people pay for I'll give you that. I'll be honest. I'm just surprised that it got nominated for a visual. Like I like the visuals, but I thought the Eternals had much better visuals.
I thought the Eternals should have been nominated for Shang-Chi should have been nominated for that.
There was way better visuals.
I think Shang-Chi is nominated for. Let me see what it's nominated for.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm gonna let you I'm gonna let you finish.
No, the Eternals, people feel whatever they want about it, but that was one of the most beautiful Marvel movies I have seen, period. Beautiful. Like aesthetically, like every single scene could have damn near been a backdrop as a screensaver on your phone.
Yes, it could have.
Or your desktop. So I'm like, I don't know.
Shang-Chi is visual effects as well. Shang-Chi is visual effects as well.
Nothing for Eternals.
Nothing for Eternals.
Dog, a Celestial's hand is made of marble sticking out of the earth.
It's a mountain now, nigga.
Yeah, and which, by the way, which begs the immediate question: is the Celestial's dick in the earth? And why isn't there a foot sticking out on the other side of the planet?
You can go ahead and have the rest of this show. I think I'm gonna get up.
No, man, that's just something that needs to. Why aren't we talking about, like, does the Celestial's foot, you know, does it the size 1300? Does it pop out the other side of the
1300, my nigga? 13.
I don't know.
He got the most exclusive retro J's ever.
Yeah,
He got the most dopest Jordan 1s ever.
Right.
For Celestial.
Yeah, he got them Living Tribunal lows.
The Living Tribunal lows. Hey, that's probably the greatest line I ever heard. You know what? For me, with the Celestial, I was like, the thing is, I just want to know, how do you not look at that movie? I don't, like you said, I don't care in the terms of the Eternals. I don't care about the reception from some people because I knew everyone wasn't going to receive this movie a certain way. I knew that going in. But you can't tell me this movie's story. We talk about cinematic stories, right?
Yeah.
Eternals broke the formula for a normal Marvel movie as far as story goes.
It actually, and you know what? It gave DC an out. Because honestly, the Eternals it was told with DC's pacing.
Yes, it was.
You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, this is like, it was, if you look at it from, if they took off the Marvel brand of Eternals and put DC, no one would complain.
You'd be like, oh, this was probably the New Gods movie. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on, man.
Let's talk about it. No, I know. Go ahead.
So,
talk to him.
Speaking of former DC, Superman's daddy is said to be now in Kraven the Hunter. Russell Crowe is supposedly in Kraven the Hunter in a mysterious role. Now, of course, things are being kept under wraps. Yes, Sony is ramping up their own, I've been talking about this for weeks. Like all the movies they have in development and production, they are adding cast members to this shit.
Yeah.
So there's a chance, there's a possibility that he could be the chameleon. There's a possibility, which I'm cool with that. They say that Jodie Smith-Turner is said to be possibly Calypso in this. So
they're bringing out the whole Rogues Gallery for this.
Rogues Gallery and top tier actors. That's another thing too. I'm gonna just go back to this. When you get these directors saying stuff about superhero shit, et cetera, you're getting A-list actors at their peak who have their choice of projects are coming over to doing superhero film. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, yes, Kraven the Hunter is happening. Aaron Taylor Johnson, who played the original Quicksilver and Kick-Ass, is going to be Kraven. Now, we don't know how the story is going to go, if he's going to be hunting anybody in New York, reaching eventually for Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, possibly, maybe, because I don't think he's reaching for Tom Holland's, or if he's hunting anybody else. We don't know yet. But again, dude, I'm here for this.
Yeah.
And also, by the way, Russell Crowe, this is how the multiverse works. He's going to be in Thor: Love and Thunder as well.
Get the bag. Get the bag.
In another different role. He's not going to be whoever he's playing in Kraven the Hunter, because, again, we've openly established the multiverse.
Yeah. That's the thing. Josh Brolin. Like, eventually Cable and, Thanos is dead. But I mean, like, Josh Brolin getting the bag either way.
Look, but that's why you have a movie like Deadpool, where you get somebody like Deadpool can acknowledge it. It's like, pump your hate brakes, Thanos. And you can say it as an off-putting line. It's like, damn, that's true. He is that. All right. I think this is my last bit of Marvel news I got for the week. I ain't grabbed too much because it's Super Bowl. We're recording this on the day of the Super Bowl earlier because, again, you're like, what? Black people missed out on things for the Super Bowl? No, we ain't missed out on shit. This is early in the ceremonies. Anthony Ramos from In the Heights, and also Hamilton, and has had a bunch of other roles. He has been cast in the Ironheart Disney Plus series, and supposedly they say he is in a major role. They say what the role that he's in is going to have a lot of significance going forward. So basically, my man is not just here to be here. They say his role, whatever he is in the MCU, is on the same level of Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. And he's expected to appear in several projects moving forward.
That's cool. Yeah. I'm locked in on that. I'm locked in on this.
I'm good. I'm one more. And the Hood is said to be the villain of the series. Riri Williams will get introduced in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I'm just like, yo, this, you can't get, it gets no better, man.
If Wakanda Forever actually comes out.
Oh, it's coming out. I don't know. I know. One of my buddies was telling me this yesterday. He was like, well, he's not telling me. He just asked, he was like, yo, do you think they actually gonna let this movie come out? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, the Letitia Wright thing. I said, bro, let me tell you something. Letitia Wright retweeted a video, right? She retweeted a video. Nigga, the Wasp went to a whole protest. Evangeline Lilly was at a whole protest. So for anybody who thinks if Black Panther Wakanda Forever not coming out, then Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania can't come out.
Right.
Because you're not going to be able to not do one and do the other. It's just fact. It's just fact.
Right.
The whole of will she get the mantle, et cetera, et cetera. Who knows? But
who knows?
But all I know is this. I know for a fact Disney told her to shut your ass up, get this bag, because like they back filming. Like other people have caught COVID, and people like, oh, look, because it's Letitia Wright. I'm like, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Like, yo, people catching COVID, and it's not because of the people. Sometimes you expect. Lupita Nyong'o caught COVID, and she couldn't do press for 355. So I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got to chill on some of that noise. But again, Anthony Ramos is, again, A-list actors, excuse me, with their choice of kind of where they want to go are like, nah, man, I'm coming through. We're gonna go and do this Marvel, get this Marvel bag on top of getting everything else. Like that's crazy.
I'm just excited for like we're getting like Anthony Ramos. I'm just excited to see like that. I mean, we all know him from singing and rapping and razzing, all that. So it's just like, all right, we get him.
Hey man, I'm here for it. Let's move over to some DC news. So we were talking about this just a second ago, how a lot of high-profile directors keep trying to shit on superhero movies. Well, director Steven Soderbergh said that superhero films are sexless. Like, he's like, there's no one having sex in these movies. Clearly, this shows you ain't never been watching anything. Because James Gunn, who, as I put out the universe, will be a director of mine on a project. I will work with him soon. Has made sure it was like, oh no, people are fucking. Okay, he put clips for certain things. He put the clip from Harley Quinn and the dude of Corto Maltese from the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that was wild.
The threesome from Peacemaker when Peacemaker, Vigilante, and old girl went into bed and they smoking weed, and Vigilante was like, 3 years ago I'd have shot both of y'all in the face for this. Yondu had just got through having himself something with a prostitute, and these are all James Gunn movies. Just alone, the Eternals we just talked about. Icarus and Cersei fucking on the bench. On the beach.
Which was beautiful, by the way. Very well done.
That was like really? That wasn't even sex. That was love.
That was intimate.
That was intimate together for
centuries, bro.
Would you still have the same look? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna ask you this question. I know you're married, beautiful wife. You know what I'm saying? Amazing wife. Yeah, she's aging gracefully. You are aging gracefully, but after centuries, would you still have the same passion? We're like, yo, we 97 years old, cat.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna say because in that scene in particular, absolutely. Because there was no cabinets around. Like me, I'd leave the cabinet. Like if the house was, how there's too much shit going on. We were away. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the only way. Because if that shit happened, if Icarus and Cersei were in the house, oh no, forget about it. There'd be too much shit going on in the house. They were like, nah. Did you take the dog out? You turn the lights off? Oh my God. You gotta cut the lights off when you go in the basement. You know what I mean? Like
I just want to fuck.
Why are these cabinets open?
I just want to fuck.
Yeah. See, they was on a vacation. They had to get out the crib to go do that. See, that's just how you keep relationships fresh.
Have no cabinets, ladies and gentlemen.
Have no cabinets.
Have no cabinet. I don't believe this motherfucker said, ain't got no cabinets. What?
That was the first thing I thought. I was like, I saw that and I was like, we need to get away from the house for a little bit.
All right. So and moves further with the CW, man. They are continually adding to their superhero lineup. Now, I know a lot of people have their thoughts on how they feel about a lot of their shows post-Arrow and whatnot, but again, it's the CW, so I don't know what a lot of y'all be expecting. I'll be honest. CW is going to be a different show than what you get on HBO Max. I'm just going to call it for what it is.
Yeah. I'm
just going to be real. There's a theme to the CW. There's a theme to HBO Max. There's a theme to Disney Plus, et cetera, et cetera. And I bring that up because I just talked about a couple of weeks ago how they have issued a pilot order to Justice U. Shout out to my homie David Ramsey, who's getting the show. But they've also given a pilot order to Gotham Knights. Now, cool. This is not going to be connected to the video game that's going to drop for those that are wondering that, okay? This is coming from Batwoman writers, Chad Fivish, James Stotterow, and Natalie Abrams. And it's not set in the CW universe currently, as it picks up shortly after the murder of Bruce Wayne, with his rebellious adopted son forming an alliance with the children of Batman's enemies. And they're all framed for killing the Crate Crusader. And now it's going to be with Gotham as dangerous as it's ever been. There's a group of fugitives who could be the city's next savior. So, it's a strange story to tell, as I even see this article. And also we're getting a Gotham TV series on HBO Max, a spinoff of the Batman. So it's like, what do you think?
I will say this: HBO Max has solid DC content. Like,
Shouts out Doom Patrol, Harley Quinn.
I still need to finish Doom Patrol. Like, there's a lot that I haven't been able to catch up on, but I am enjoying the content. Like last night, I was just I was still awake. I wanted to watch something. I turned on Injustice again, just because I'd already seen it. But I was just like, I'm really enjoying there's just so much. There's a vast amount of content on that HBO Max app for DC stuff. I mean, going back and looking at all the Batman stuff. So I mean, like, I don't know, whatever they've been putting out, I want to watch it. I want to get to it. So I'm excited for this.
Dude, again, I think people, I've heard this complaint before, especially when it came like to Titans. Batman properties without Batman. But I'm like, y'all you can't get back. There are Batman adjacent properties. You don't need to have Batman in every fucking thing, because what happens? You keep having Batman in every fucking thing. You're gonna constantly get mad. This Batman ain't better than that Batman.
Right.
This Batman don't look like that Batman. This Batman don't talk like that one. Like, let this shit live.
But that's what makes. I'm gonna switch gears for a quick second, but that's what makes shows like Peacemaker very fun. Like, I haven't seen the latest one that we just talked about,
bro.
I know we're gonna watch it pretty much after this.
Okay,
but I just like the fact that it's not dependent on bigger superheroes to show up. It's about telling a new story, and so like that's what makes it so good. Is like when you can take a character that people don't have a lot of knowledge about and then make them the popular one. That's the whole point. It's like, yeah, we already know your Batmans, your Wonder Woman's, your superhero, your Superman. That's just, they're ubiquitous. Let's learn some new ones. So Batman doesn't always have to show up. Superman doesn't have to always show up. They got plans. They out doing other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're closing cabinets. Come on.
Well, Superman cries because according to what we've seen in movies and TV, Lois beat and chewed that nigga out, and he just, I'm just trying to make everybody love me, Lois, and flies off and slams the cabinet, and he breaks the shit. Now he got to buy all new cabinets. Also, it's just really fun.
There's they're on back order because of everything. Nobody wants to work. Man,
right? Nobody wants to work. He got COVID. Here's my question: have you ever wondered this one thing? Have you ever wondered what this, like, when you see we see these superhero tales of people being out all day? The only one I've ever seen this happen to is Batman. What do these niggas do when they hungry? Because like if Bruce gets hungry while he's working as Batman, he in the cave, Alfred comes down with a sandwich on a plate, right?
Right.
Does Superman ever just stop for fly through? Like he goes to the drive-through lane of a Carl's Jr. It's like a car in front of him. He hovered in the air and shit. There's a car behind him.
He's a farm boy. So he'll just be flying, see some crops, or might see, some bison or something. He'll just cook it with the heat vision, and then
thinking this murder. Hey man, y'all heard what happened to Charlie? What happened to Charlie? Nigga, Charlie was walking in the herd with the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, this nigga caught on flames.
Yeah, and Superman just eating a little bison burger, like. Boom, that's me personally. Or maybe he's a vegetarian. I don't know, but it's just like, or maybe he goes down, scoops up some swordfish or something like that.
Nigga, you turned Superman from a murderer to a vegan to a caveman pescatarian.
Yeah,
so this nigga just goes.
Well, we don't know. He might. Or he might not need food, but I'm sure he's got to get. He's probably, if he wants to be human like the rest of us, which he yearns for that human connection, he's got to adapt and blend in. So he's probably tried a hot dog.
Of course, this nigga's in Boston. He said it that way, a hot dog. What do you think Superman's favorite breakfast cereal is? Because again, he's a farm boy. So like, what would you like? What did he be? Lois, we need to restock up on this cereal. Like, I think it's Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, he just puts it all into like a thermos, just some coffee, some oats, some honey and some syrup, some cinnamon, and just gets that protein in. That's what you need. And then just flies off. He's like off to Delaware, where Metropolis is.
This motherfucking Superman in the air, gassy as fuck. That's not jet stream. That's Superman passing gas, nigga.
That's right. It's methane. That's pollution. And then he does the little twist thing. Little cyclone thing to like wave the fart out, and that's why it smells. This is science.
This is wild. Speaking of science, Titan season 4 is going to introduce a major DC Comics villain who is a scientist in his own right. Lex Luthor is said to make his debut early in the season. Did you watch Titans?
No, I'm not. I watched the first season, stopped, and it wasn't because I didn't like it. I did enjoy it. There's just so much shit to watch.
Okay, I'm not gonna even lie to you. This so like I remember I was doing reviews on like all the CW shows. Like I'd be like, all right, I gotta watch Flash, do a review, or Batwoman and do a review, and then do this. And then, like you said, it's so much shit, bro.
There's so much stuff to watch. My wife and I, we have a list of shit that we want to get to, and we haven't even like finished a lot of other shit. So it's just like, all right, but when you're busy, it's called good problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'll give you a non-comic book recommendation if you have not checked it out yet. The Sex Lives of College Girls. It's on HBO Max. It's a comedy created by Mindy Kaling.
Oh,
it is fucking hysterical, bro.
Because I was like, the Sex Lives of College. I was like, what kind of documentary? No, but okay, if it's a comedy, yeah, I'm in.
Bro, it is, because when you're like, all right, what is this gonna be? And then you start watching, you're like, oh my God, it is hilarious. That is my non-comic recommendation. So yeah, Luthor is gonna appear in season 4 of Brother Blood. Brother Blood of Titans. Brother Blood will be in it. Mother Mayhem is gonna show up, as well as Jinx. But I said this when they announced that Brother Blood was gonna show up. My only thing, excuse me, is that I need Brother Blood's mask to meet or beat what they did in season 2 of Arrow with Sebastian Blood, because that Brother Blood mask was so cold to me.
I gotta look. Oh yeah, I need context, so I'm gonna see.
Yeah, just type Brother Blood Arrow season 2.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Like
no, it's all good.
I'm not as well versed as you, because there's so much stuff that I haven't been able to watch. Oh, whoa, shit.
Yes, I needed to meet or beat that.
Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool.
I need to meet or beat that. Like there's a again, those takes on it. Some takes are a risk. Let's just be honest, and then some don't. All right, so I think that's all I got in news. Let me see. Last time I checked, I didn't have any emails in the email. What should we see? MadTitanPodcast@gmail.com. You can email me, MadTitanPodcast@gmail.com. You can call the hotline, 818-276-6947, 818-276-6947. Leave a clear message, and then we'll probably play it on the show. Don't have any emails this week. All right, cool. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up, because, again, it's Super Bowl Sunday. We got it out the way early. Mr. Jay Whittaker, my brother, my friend, thank you so much for taking time out of your exhausted morning and spending it with me here on Mad Titan Podcast.
Always,
tell people how they can find you, get in touch with what you got going on.
Go to itsjaywhitaker.com, ITSJAY, just like spelled like my illustrious friend right here. And Whittaker is spelled Whiskey, Hotel, Indigo, Tango, Alpha, Kilo, Echo, Romeo. So that's .com,
and that's the military man for sure. Y'all already know where you find me: Twitter, Instagram, and Mr. J Washington, MRJAY. You should know how to spell Washington. Blurs in the Hood every Tuesday and Thursday. Me and Winston A. Marshall, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. on the East Coast. For the month of February, all the live shows are exclusively on Twitch for the month of February, but the clips are still going to the YouTube channel. All the stories that we talk about. So youtube.com and twitch.tv/Blerds in the Hood, BLERDS, the letter NTHEHOOD. We're trying to build up these numbers to get, you gotta, this machine, this industry you're in is all about numbers. So we're building up our Twitch following, but at the same time, we don't want the YouTube to go stagnant, so we want that to build as well. Also, if you want to go ahead and show some love support here, please join my supervillain squad on Patreon, patreon.com/Mr. J Washington. The one-on-one with the supervillain tier I have is where I sit down with people for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. We talk about whatever it is they want to talk about. And if you watch the videos, if you remember the squad, we talk about a whole array of life. And honestly, a lot of us learn from one another. I swear I've learned so much from so many people. One of the members of the squad is trans, and to watch and follow that journey month by month has been such an interesting experience, because I know trans people, I've known them post-transition. To watch someone go through this process with us is such an amazing thing to see, because it opens up my mind and my eyes to things. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, but also for the members of the squad who are also producers of the show, I appreciate the shit out of y'all. With that being said, thank you to all of y'all. Alberto Rios, thank you for being a member at the 101 tier. Brock Service, Chauncey Wilson, thank you for being a member at the 101 tier. Cheryl Portman, thank you. Chris Lee, thank you for being at that 101 level. Christopher Conley, Dan Bentley, David Adams, Davlin, Edward Wilshire, Fanboy Cantina, Fillmore Pockets, Frank Castillo, Hillary Nellums, James Robbins, Jim Payne, thank you for being at that 101 level. Jolene, thank you for being at the 101 level. Justice Square, Kenneth Daisy, Kirsty Oliveria, Marcus Burke, Marlon, AZ Bathurst, appreciate you. Patrick Harton, Quentin M. Milrow, Randy Constance, thank you, and thank you for being back at the 101. Rudy Rueda for being at the 101 as well, and Soul Govin. Also, I do have supervillain t-shirts available for sale.
Cop that shit.
Yes, from large to 3X. Please get those. I had hoodies. Now, I say had hoodies because I only ordered like 4 or 5 hoodies. I was like, maybe these hoodies ain't gonna move as fast as t-shirts. Nigga, hoodies gone quickly. So when I get
expeditiously.
I'm
sorry. I'm gonna say it every time.
Expeditiously, the hoodies disappeared. And so when I get some more money, I will re-up on hoodies. But please get your shirts. DM me for prices and information. All you gotta do is pay for the price. I cover shipping and everything else. We get that out to you. So do all that. I will holler at y'all next week. Till then, take care. I'm out.